Nagaland government has set up COVID screening booths at entry points to tackle rise of COVID cases in the state. Nltv team during an investigation finds out that COVID checking activities are not properly done, and to add to it, lack of manpower hampers the activities. Aboy District Demand Committee urges Nagaland Chief Minister Nltv Rio to honor the demand for Aboy District, which has been placed before state government since 2000. ADDC expresses dismay over government's failure to respond to the demands made by Aboy public. Assam government issues a new order by which non-vaccinated people will be placed under virtual house arrest from January 16, 2022. Non-vaccinated people have been urged from entering public places except hospitals. Those institutions violating government's order will be penalized with a fine of rupees 25,000. CBSE issues notification stating that term 2 of class 10 and 12 board examinations will be held in the month of March to April. Duration for second phase examinations set 2 hours and questions will be subjective. India marks 1 year of COVID-19 vaccination drive. Till date, 1,56,706 crores have been inoculated and 1,68,19,744 sessions have been conducted. Union Health Minister Mansukh Mandavia hails India's vaccination drive as the most unsuccessful around the world. Hello and welcome to Nltv Primetime News. I'm Rinki Gogoi. Let's see the news in detail. Nagaland TV team on Sunday visited Delhi Check Gate to take stock of the situation and to find out whether the rules which are being set by the government are being followed or not. It was found that no proper security screening system existed and people were seen entering the state at some ease. Some officials have lamented that despite repeated appeal to state government to enhance manpower, no action have been initiated. And due to lack of manpower, checking and screening of every entry point became very challenging. To begin with, let's take a look at the scenario at the new field check gate.
Delhi ke terra ina se dom ningan dikhi pase divi gari do inya free flow ra ina bera se divi iku ite tok to checking korna di dikhe livi ide checking point ekta set up korna se to heavy huti lo amne atakan ke takan kinya lai sa pra checking do kure se amne takan ke huti lo sawo
eto administrative side pra amen kunma ase medical side pra ase yate bi ase amen aha to icha notun rule olaise na vaccination thakile bi 72 hours laga negative report thakibo lage. So we are doing that. Only be aji nishina Sunday re kun gibi check kuru na pare. Bishi manu hoise. Morning bra 4 baji bra ja to aha ja kun gi check kuru. Aji nishina. Nole to utai kure ase. Na tambi na para hoise. And tangi bi hudi sabi. Tambi na pare bo. Kile ule man aha ja kure ase. That's what. Yati to ekta bi nai. Means aji laga to. No. Aji lado nai. All of to check kuri bus khan jabi check kuri, but the thing is today is Sunday, and moreover Sunday market is going on, so manpower is not there. Me, I've been from November, so this is my 3rd month, and likewise my colleague here also, he is from medical department. I'm from administration. He is from medical department. So we are going to get, there is a rotation. And that administration and medical department, they are doing it. They are doing their best. That's what they are doing their best. Aro tambi amengi replace kurdubo noilibi, they will help us. That's what. Amen 2030 to kurdage. Libi aji nishina to napare. Icha kurije kule do, for example, aji nishina naparo. To amen check kurbo report to medical kanra inarna. We send it to the office. Tate negative aro vaccine aro icharo there's a new rule from 10th of January that even if you are vaccinated, you have to have this 72 hours negative report. So we are checking that. Even if you are vaccinated, you have to have this negative report. If you don't have,
Now let's move on to another location, that is the Dimapur railway station. While talking to an official, he informed that people with double doses of vaccination were required to take the rapid antigen test and leave, while people with single dose were directed to take the test and wait until the results were out and then leave. However, the officials informed that due to less manpower, it was difficult to check on each and every arrival in the railway station. We have more on this. Let's have a look.
तो मोहन ये दे रेलवे स्टेशन देवे आईना से और हमें अन दिखी पासे thousands of passenger आहे देवरा भी तो ताकन ये दे हमें अन दिखी पासे दे मेडिकल टीम भी दे बुइना से ताकन तीन बुइना से तो हमें अन हुदी लो ताकन के किन्या टेस्ट कान कुरी लो हमें अन दिया हुदी लो
हमें टेस्ट करा दो ना और एंट्री पॉइंट दिवा बाहर दिवा मानो आखान दो वैक्सीन कार्ड हुदी दांगे ना वैक्सीन कार्ड हुदी के ना डबल डोज प्रोसेस को लिया हमें रैपिड टेस्ट विदिन इनी 15 minutes 20 minutes पीछे रिजल्ट उला जाए इधर रीडिंग करा बच्चे जान नेगेटिव पोना बताए दे बोले मैं कुंभा सिंगल डोज लोगे ना तक को ले इधर अंदो मैंडेटरी इनी हमें रिजल्ट टेस्ट कोना बताए दे और डबल डोज लोगे को ले इधर की इनी इंट्री करो ले दे
तो हमें कोई सब तो हमें जानने से thousands of passenger होता है दिमापुर दे तो हमने काली तक भी खाली 57 टेस्ट एकला कुछ तो किला सब 57 टेस्ट एकला
57 टेस्ट करा तो ड्रेन तो आई वाले बिशप तो वैक्सीन डोज लेना था के और आमियान ना मेडिकल टीम हो भी एडमिशन साथ चले भी स्ट्रेन तो लब कम दिए से और आमियान लगा लगी था तो सिक्योरिटी दिले लब बाला से किले कोले एक्सिट पॉइंट ना आमियान काम करे था दम दे कुंभा तो नहीं स्निंग आउट कोना उलाया जाए तो आमियान भी इन्हीं किताबा तो स्ट्रेन तो कम नहीं था के काम करे था दम दे वैक्सीन का सब हुती के ना और दांगे हुदी के ना वैक्सीन कार्ड कुन वैक्सीन लोए से दांगे खिताई दिवो वैक्सीन न लगा ना तो दागन ला आधार कार्ड का नाम लगे पर्टिकुलर लोगे ना अनी के ना इंजी गुरी के ना दागन ला तो देश गुरी के ना रिजल्ट नेगेटिव आइमान याद इनी एंटीजन बा ओला जाए रैपिड एंटीजन टेस्ट पाना तो इधर पीछे दांगे बताई दिवो
तो पॉजिटिव ओला कन अब किन्या करे ना
पॉजिटिव काम तो दांगे अंडरटेकिंग एक था के बोले अंडरटेकिंग था के ना आइसोलेशन ग्रुप रे दांगे
तो so far how many isolation किमान कुछ
इधर तक तो so far आमियान पॉजिटिव एक था तक इसे इधर भी RBF लगा स्टाफ है तो इधर स्थित है आइसोलेशन दिए ऐसे इधर रिसेंटली आज ही ना वाले काली तो इधर रीटेस्ट करूँ बोले वो रीटेस्ट करा बच्चे कंफर्म करा बच्चे इधर बाहर बोला वो हर किले बोले इधर बोला था मुझे हायर सोन लोग गुआदू कोई ना बोले भी एडमिशन खान लोग भी दांगी भी कोई बोले भी दान
Nltv team during a visit to Dimapur railway station on Sunday stopped few arrivals just to check on them, whether to took the test or provided any vaccination certificate as directed by the government. However, it was learned that even though the arrivals exited through the main gate, nobody asked them to take the test or ask for the vaccination certificates. On one hand, the concerned departments say that due to less manpower, the testing facilities are facing difficulties. However, on the other hand, it can be seen that the departments themselves are not performing their duties properly.
तो अब लोग का चेकिंग होना नहीं हुआ आपका वैक्सीनेशन होना नहीं हुआ तो टेस्ट वेस्ट कुछ भी किया ना नहीं किया अभी
टेस्ट करा दूसरा जगह में करा जागी रूट से
कहाँ है आपका
टेस्ट का नहीं दिया रिपोर्ट नहीं है
तो यहाँ भी चेकिंग नहीं किया ना आपने
नहीं किया
तो क्या बोल के निकल दिया कुछ भी आप लोगों ने रुका
नहीं रुका
आप लोग कहाँ से और एक बार बताओ
कंबो
The Aboy District Demand Committee submitted a letter to Nagaland's CM Nipu Rio on Saturday. The letter noted that Aboy's demand of district has been unfulfilled and ignored by the government for a very long time. Therefore, the response and retaliation of the citizens will be undemocratic and ultimately the government will be held responsible for any of the consequences. The ADDC has submitted an ultimatum to the government to declare Aboy into a full-fledged district on or before 23rd January 2022, failing to which the ADDC will take up its course of action, henceforth letting the concerned authority take action into serious consideration. Kohima District Planning and Development Board decided to recommend the proposal on tax seat parking within Kohima town as submitted by the Association of Kohima Municipal Wards Panchayats. The decision was taken in its first DPDB meeting of 2022 in DPDB's Conference Hall, Kohima, on 15th January 2022. The meeting was chaired by Deputy Commissioner Kohima and Vice Chairman of DPDB, Grigory Tejawele NCS. The association pointed out that the taxis were found parking at Old BOC area and near Assistant Director of Supplies Go Down office, which created traffic congestion in urban areas. Therefore, the association had proposed for immediate shifting of taxis to its designated parking stations as per the government standing order. In this regard, the board deliberated on the concerned issues and decided to recommend the matter to the government for necessary action. On 70% of the vehicle owners utilizing public roads as personal parking space at regular nights, creating inconveniences, the board decided to suggest for implementation of parking provision in the upcoming building on the roadsides within the urban areas. The Chief Medical Officer Kohima, Dr. Vezokolu Teo, gave an update on the 15 to 18 years age group COVID vaccination in the first DPDB meeting of 2022 in DPDB's Conference Hall, Kohima, on 15 January 2022. The CMO informed that till Friday, a total number of 1,238 were vaccinated from the age group. She further added that the response was good. CMO also informed that the ongoing session sites were UPHC, Sikazu, Porterland and NHAK. Meanwhile, special sessions for schools children were also conducted on Friday in Little Flower Higher Secondary School, where 238 students were vaccinated. Furthermore, CMO also informed that creation of session sites for other schools and colleges were under process and will be conducted from next week. Unvaccinated people in Assam will now find themselves under house arrest like situation at the state government from Saturday prohibited such persons from entering any public place apart from hospitals. Notably, Assam Chief Minister Hemanta Biswa Sarma has said that only fully vaccinated people will be allowed in public places like hotels, restaurants, cinema halls, government offices and malls. The only place non-vaccinated people will be allowed to enter is hospitals. As exams across the country have been scrapped in view of surging COVID-19 cases, the CBSE Board and the Union Ministry of Education are all set to conduct Term 2 of the 10th and 12th board examinations. The first phase of which were held in November-December 2021, and the second phase is scheduled to be conducted in March to April. The chances of the second term of the board examination getting cancelled this year are very slim, as health experts had earlier mentioned that the third wave is under control. However, students who decide to skip the exams will be graded on the basis of the first term's test results. The duration of the second phase of exams will be of 2 hours and the questions will be subjective. India has reported 271,202 COVID-19 cases and 314 deaths in the last 24 hours. India's recovery rate now stands at 94.51%. A total of 1,38,331 patients recovered in the last 24 hours, which brings the total recoveries to 3,50,85,721 across the country, with 15,50,377 active cases. Additionally, the tally of Omicron cases has reached 7,743 on Sunday. India marked 1 year of COVID-19 vaccination drive on Saturday. So far, 156.76 crore people have been administered COVID vaccine and 1,68,19,744 sessions have been held. More than 66 lakh people were inoculated in the last 24 hours. As per government's data, country's vaccination drive has covered a population of 156.76 crores. Union Health Minister Mansukh Mandavia hailed India's vaccination drive as one of the most successful in the world. A devastating and massive fire gutted the 144-year-old historic Secunderabad Club, one of the most celebrated and elite clubhouses in Telangana, in the early hours on Sunday. According to the fire officials, the fire broke out in the premises around 3 a.m. The club's colonnade, bar and the administration office are among the structures that were completely destroyed in the fire. 7 fire tenders rushed to the spot to contain the blaze. Initial attempts by some club staff to put out the fire did not help, with the liquor stores of the club also catching fire. The Secunderabad Club was founded in 1878 and was originally known as Secunderabad Gymkhana Club. It was established by the British Army in incursions in Secunderabad. The party government in Rajasthan has been garnering praise for launching the women-friendly project I Am Udan. The government has launched the first phase of the women-friendly project I Am Udan on December 19, 2021 to provide every girl, woman to get free sanitary napkins every month. The project was launched at the cost of Rs 200 crore in order to ensure women to face any menstrual challenges. Under the first phase of the project, launched on December 19, 2021, 26 lakh girls will be benefited as 12 napkins will be provided every month to each girl child in senior secondary, secondary and higher secondary schools. Meanwhile, a total of 29 lakh women and girls will be benefited under the project in the first phase. The responsibility of the successful implementation of the project has been entrusted to the Department of Women and Children. The sanitary napkins will be brought by Rajasthan Medical Services Corporation Limited and supplied to Anganwadi centers. The self-help groups in the state will be trained to manufacture these napkins and sell or distribute them to the target groups. Meanwhile, NGOs will also be involved to spread awareness about women's health. Bharatiya Kisan Union on Saturday said that it will observe Virod Diwas on January 31 if the centre does not respond to its demands. BKU leader Yudhvir Singh, in his address at a press conference at Singhu border, stated that centre has neither formed a committee on MSP nor approached them on it. In December last year, the SKM had announced the suspension of the year-long agitation after they received a letter from the centre with promises of forming a committee on minimum support price and withdrawing cases against them immediately. Both the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha passed the Farm Laws Repeal Bill on the first day of the winter session on November 29. President Ramnath Kovind had also given his assent to the bill that completed the process of repealing the 3 farm laws. However, the government hasn't removed the Minister of State whose son is involved in a Lakhimpur Kheri incident. The BKU further informed that the union will again begin the agitation in Uttar Pradesh from February 1. A massive volcanic eruption in Tonga triggered tsunami waves around the Pacific, causing significant damage to the island's nation's capital on Saturday. A 1.2-meter wave swept ashore in the Tongan capital, Nuku'alofa, with residents reporting they had to flee to higher ground, leaving behind flooded houses, some with structural damage, as small stones and ash falling from the sky. The eruption was so powerful that it triggered floods in Pacific coastlines from Japan to the United States. The capital of Nuku'alofa suffered significant damage. However, there were no reports of death. Australia detained Novak Djokovic for a second time on Saturday, calling the tennis star a threat to public order and fighting on court to deport him. In a statement released after his appeal was dismissed on Sunday, Novak Djokovic said that he would cooperate with authorities in arranging his departure from the country and confirmed that he would not be playing in the Australian Open. He also said that although he was extremely disappointed in the judge's decision, he would respect the court's ruling and cooperate with the relevant authorities. The player will now take time to rest and recuperate and also wished luck to his fans, staff and players at the Australian Open. Thank you, viewers. That's all for Nltv Primetime News. For more updates, keep watching Nltv. Sab Manulaga Awas.
Nagaland TV, Sop Manulaga Awas. Watch us live on Geo TV and on your television sets as well. For Dimapur viewers, we are on channel number 10 in Global Chapter, and for Kohima and Mokokchung viewers, switch to channel number 138 on Hornbill Digital. For all news and updates, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube and Twitter.
Nagaland Sarkar pra state te COVID-19 cases pichu uticha ro samna kuribole entry points te COVID test kuribole nium khan panaise. Nagaland TV change kura same jani paise COVID checking kam kan thik pra nachule aru manpower bi pichu kumdi ase. Aboy District Demand Committee pra Nagaland Chief Minister ni Pirio ge chiti likhise Aboy janda pra 2008 pra loigena district mang kurigena ahado sukar kuribi kurigena. ADDC janaise sarkar pra Aboy chanda laga awas na hona nimide mon dukhi ase. Assam de COVID vaccine pura loigena nathaka khan ke virtual house arrest e rakhibo January 16 pra. Vaccine namara khan do public chagade chawo na paribo hospital charigina. June institution pra idu hokam namane rupees 25,000 fine dirabo.